Hey guys, we are coming real close to being able to offer those outdoor classes, so stay tuned for instructions on how to get registered and our new guidelines during this pandemic. So today's workout, we have 2 parts in your warm-up area, functional bodybuilding. We have a strength, and then we have an AMRAP, or 5-round AMRAP. So first item, we have mini bands. We can go 2 rounds, or you can go 4. 2 of those rounds, or 1 of those rounds, is going to be in your tall stance, and then another 2 or 1 round will be in your athletic stance here. So we have your lateral step. Let's do 6 to 8 if you're doing 4 rounds total. Let's do 8 to 10 if you're only doing 2 rounds. So tall, lateral, tall, monster, step out at an angle, step the feet together, step out at an angle, step the feet together. Do that in reverse. 6 to 8, 8 to 10, just depending on how many rounds you're doing. Okay, then you also have your squats. Send those hips back, push those knees out, rib cage is down, gaze is downward, hold that breath, exhale on the way up. Okay, so mini bands. Then you have 3 rounds of a couple different movements. One movement is your ankle roll. We have 10 in each direction and each foot. You also have 10 bent over reverse fly. If you don't have a lightweight, these are 5-pound plates. You can use a very light set of resistance tubing. So fold over from the hips, keep that back neutral and that chest proud, and squeeze the shoulder blades together as you lift laterally. So from a front view, it looks like that. We're not bouncing in the shoulders. If this is too much weight, fold your arm and still squeeze the shoulders together, and that will shorten the lever and make that work a little bit easier for you to handle. Okay, then you have 6 alternating Spider-Mans. So knee can be off the floor or on the floor. Push this knee out, inside elbow touches, pinky side up, thumb side up, reach to the ceiling, turn the hand around, and then switch sides. You'll end up doing 3 on each side. Then you'll have a kneeling single arm Arnold press. The working side is the kneeling side. The rib cage is down. This arm and foot are out for balance. This arm is right here at the front of the shoulder, knuckles facing out. As you initiate the press, you start to rotate, and the thumb faces in at the top. Okay, 10 each arm. Then you have a single arm suitcase deadlift. Feet are about hip width apart. Send those hips back, shins stay vertical. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. You can use the dumbbell, you can use a kettlebell, you can use an odd object, but just 3 rounds of that fun stuff there. Okay, after you get through the 4 rounds of mini bands and 3 rounds of those movements, you move on to hang power cleans if you're playing with barbells. If not, you can use an odd object, you can do kettlebells, or you can save this for later. But the hang power clean setup is 6 sets, 3 reps. Try to reset every set, meaning pause and then go again. And I'll show you what that means. And then you'll want about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes to rest. So you're gonna deadlift your barbell or your odd object. Use that hook grip always, knuckles turned down, feet are about hip width apart, toes slightly turned out, squeeze the cheeks. Start always with a few drills. Hips, then arms, muscle clean, and then power clean. Okay? You can build up in weight if you have weight Otherwise, you can find a working weight through all 6 sets. I would say don't go any heavier than 85% at this time. So what you're gonna look for is, again, 6 sets of 3. Hang, stay above the knees. Shoulders are slightly in front of the fists. You're balanced over the midfoot. Eyes are on the horizon. Set. Think about it. Do it again. Think about it. Do it again. And that's your 3. 6 set of those. If you want to wait till we get to the box, eventually we'll get back into some barbell stuff soon. Okay, the workout today is a 5-part AMRAP, 3 minutes on, 1 minute off. So the 3 minutes you're going to be working, 1 minute you're going to be resting. If you have an interval clock at home, use it. If you have a big timing clock, you might have to kind of keep your eye on that. But I'd say use an interval clock, so at least you can hear it and you can just go as hard as you like. So it's 3 movements. In your working 3 minutes, you're going to do 20 alternating dumbbell snatches. Prescribed weight is 50 pounds for the guys, 35 for the ladies. And then you're going to do 10 burpees over that object or that dumbbell. And then in the remaining 3 minutes, you're going to do as many sit-ups as possible, and that's your score. So if it takes you 2 minutes to get through the 20 alternating dumbbell snatches, and yes, they have to alternate, and yes, you have to do a burpee, then you'll have your minute to do the sit-up, and then you'll have a built-in minute rest, and you'll start from the top again. Your score today is going to be the grand total of all 5 rounds of sit-ups. So in that minute rest, I would write down how many sit-ups you got in that round, so you don't have to think about it later. Okay, so the movements should be from the ground every time. I'm using a 15-pound dumbbell. Both heads have to touch the floor. As I'm doing this, I'm going to make sure that my shins try to stay as parallel as possible. My lats and my back are engaged. My free hand is off the body. From here, I'm going to use my hips. Oh, I'm snatching. Scratch that. We're going to go all the way to the floor. Pull back and receive. Switch hands at the chest. Touch the floor. Until you get to 20. And you can do your burpees however. You can go side to side, you can go facing, but I would prefer to go lateral. So chest to deck, and then reach up or jump up, and then over. I don't have to clap my hands overhead. I can stay low and get that burpee in. Okay, and then again, if it takes me 2 minutes, I have a minute to get as many sit-ups as possible. Keep your ab mat in your body if you have one. I'm not going to demo that sit-up, but you can kind of guess what that's going to look like. Always touching the floor behind you. Make sure the shoulders pass the hip crease, and should be good to go. All right, so hopefully we get to see you guys in the gym, or excuse me, just outside the gym, together, safely. Look out for details on that, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.